Yes, boys, what's going on? We're back. Let's get straight to it. I'll stick the little thingy on. Hang on. I'll put it on in a sec. How we doing, people? How we doing? No bank holiday today, although we do have red news at 3 p.m. So I'm going to have to wait for that until I actually finally look for some positions. Unfortunately. But then we have the morning macros I've talked about, so we'll have about 10 minutes to trade that to see if there are any positions we can take. And then we'll have the hour later, we'll have the next macro from 10:50 to 11:10. Let me get some no copyright background music on. Because last time I put copyright music in the background, the video got taken down, so not ideal. Oh, fucking adverts. The thing is, with news as well, you can sort of speculate where price is going to go when it hits the news. Stream ain't lagging either. I thought stream was lagging. Do you want 6 minutes till news drop? What we got? CB consumer confidence. Why they gotta slap it right in the middle of the economic zone? It is quite jarring, but it is what it is. If the price action for this session is shit, then we'll look at 10.50. So I'll put here. There we go. But yeah, absolutely unreal recently, boys. Already at 720 subs. I actually can't believe what is going on. And I've got a good video cooking. Instead of doing just a weekend, I'm gonna do like a day in the week sort of thing. So it'll be quite a long video. I'll try to aim it for like 20 minutes or something. Look at this selling pressure we've got right now on EU. GU moving quite slow. But this completely switched my bias now, so after news, depending on the direction it goes, we'll be looking for hopefully longs. But it depends if we're in a discount as well. How we doing though, boys? How we doing? English weather again is looking shit. If I was the weather forecastman, I'd be punching myself right now because it is nearly June time and the weather is looking grey. Dead. I need a trim as well. But I'm just trying to let my hair grow back because I'm tired of it all gone. I want it back. So I might as well just... No point getting a trim because there isn't really anything to cut. Oh, the stream's lagging. I'm tempted to just restart it. This is the one thing about trying a stream in 4K 60 FPS. It takes up so much CPU, so everything just starts to lag a bit. But it also depends on my internet connection. Well, that's why it's safer just going 30 FPS, but it's not as smooth. And there's definitely a difference. You can literally see the difference of smoothness when you've got 60 FPS compared to 30 FPS. Because if you guys go on the settings, you should be able to see that it changes to 180p 60 frames. But on previous streams, I only got up to 30 frames. Right, we got 1 minute till news. Let's see. The XY is looking to break these highs, so I think we could definitely see some more selling going on here. Just had a massive push off. There we go, 10 seconds. And hit. Okay, nothing too crazy. I wish that's how fast candles moved when I was actually in a position, instead of taking 100 million light years to actually start moving into profit. At least most of the time when I get stopped out, it's quick. They're not torturing me. Sometimes they are, but... Okay, so... I just want to see, because I'm currently trading with instant funding right now. I haven't blown my FTMO account, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find... I want to make different videos where I can basically vouch for you guys, prop firms you can use, and prop firms which are scams. So I'm trying out instant funding, and I'm going to give an honest feedback review on how they're doing. So that's what I'm currently trading right now. I'm trading a 50k instant funding account, and if I do pass it and they provide me with the account and pay me out, then obviously I can tell you guys that, okay, there you go, it's proper shit. And I stream everything, so it's not like I'm faking it. Whereas compared to other prop firms, Equity Edge could be scams. So I made that Equity Edge video about 2 months ago. Was it 2 months ago? A month ago? And I still haven't seen. I don't know anyone, like personally or in the Discord that I'm in, my personal Discord, anyone who's actually been paid out by them yet. So it is a tricky one. Just because user 256 on TikTok said that I got paid out by Equity Edge, says they got paid out, doesn't mean you should trust it. You should trust someone who has like a platform. Or someone you personally know. Or, the best way is to just find out for yourself. But after I've done a few prop firms, then I'll return back to the FTMO. Obviously the FTMO is unlimited time, like I don't have to pass it in a amount of days, so I can just leave it for a few days or a few weeks and then return back to it. Not that big of a deal. And this instant funding challenge that I'm doing, it's only phase 1. It's only got 1 phase. You can get you can get funded without having to pass a challenge with this prop, but it is really expensive and the profit split is bad. Spreads are not great. And overall it's just not worth it. So I'll definitely say, you shouldn't have to pay that extra money if you know what you're doing, and just get funded through the proper way, not instantly. yeah, I just want to find out if how long it is I can actually trade until after the news. Just want to look at rules. I think I've got smart drawdown. Okay. So that's alright then. We're outside the window now. It's 4 minutes before and then 4 minutes after you can't trade when there's a major news event, which is pretty good. So we're out of that now. Now we can get back to the trading. Now, it is probably very unlikely I actually find a position to trade in this macro zone, so we'll have to wait until 10:50 because this price action's been a bit dead in terms of my strategy. Yeah. But now, because that news is out of the way, we can focus on the next one. And tomorrow, is tomorrow a clean day? Tomorrow is a clean day. Thursday, oh for fuck's sake, Thursday also have 3 p.m. news. Friday doesn't have 3 p.m. news, but I preferably don't like to trade on the Friday because it's like a Monday. It's just like a Monday, you know. To be honest, I think there's only really 3 good trading days during the week you can actually trade, and some people may disagree, but personally, I found that Mondays and Fridays aren't the most successful for me. Although yesterday would have been a winning trade, the reward was not great compared to what we were risking. And it was moving so slow. By the time we would have got close to profits, it was 3 hours. That's how slow it was. I'll let you show you right here. Let me jump. It's 5 minutes? Yeah, it's 5 minute time frame. That's Friday. This was Monday. So if we look at the 1 minute time frame and then go to where we were trading yesterday's session, was it even on here what I was looking at? But yeah, you can just see from here how dead the volatility is compared to, look at this right here. You would usually not find that during early doors in a New York PM session. It was just, this is just bank holiday for you, so. Which is why at all costs try to avoid. Alright, so now what we've got, we've just swept out sell side on EU, the sell side level. So that is leaving the displacement there. So now we just gotta wait. We have 2 minutes until the end of this, well 3 minutes until the end of this macro, so hopefully find a position in there. If not, then okay, what are we looking at? We're looking at Euro USD, and then we've got GP USD here, which has also done the exact same thing. So the displacement is here. So if this candle closes above, that would get displaced, and then a fair value gap is leaving behind right here. Right, Euro USD is looking like the better setup right now, so let's jump onto that. Euro USD. Wow, it is pushing, it is pushing. Oh, it's doing the exact same things we done yesterday. It's displaced here as well. Oh. See, it's likely what's going to happen is this will form the fair value gap, then the next candle will tap into this fair value gap and then shoot up, but because it's not during the macro, we can't fucking enter. It's the exact same thing which happened yesterday. The only fair value gap which would be valid right now would be this one at the bottom down here. But I very highly doubt this one candle's going to do it, yeah. It's literally about to hit 10-11 now. And that is the end of the first macro. The EU and G are correlating very nicely, but in my opinion EU would be the better option, would be the go-to right now. Seems to have a bit more volume than GU does. Get rid of this now. Get rid of that. See, now that would have been our entry right here. Oh, this is so frustrating. But this very much could just be a pullback. So now what we would have to do is, well, let's put this here anyway. And initially retargeting the opposing liquidity. But the next macro we looking for is now the where's the sign here? So now waiting for so if you guys want to go and then come back for 10:50, you can do that. We'll literally just be waiting now. So feel free to do so. Anyone who's coming in now, we're just waiting until the 10:50 macro. So if you do want to go do something and then come back, feel free to do so. But if you want to stick around, great. Also, alright. might shut my blind, but I hope it doesn't ruin the light. Can you guys still even see me? Just trying to sort out the lighting right now, bear with. I don't want to have my blinds open if it's just like a grey day, do you know what I mean? Oh my god, it's looking like a disco in here, what the fuck? Let me sort this out. What is going on with my lights? There we go, that's better. It's looking like a fucking disco. Oh, the camera ain't too fuzzy. Is it? It's a bit blurry, isn't it? Oh, it'll do. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, whenever that day comes, if the day comes, I'm gonna upgrade a load of my equipment, get some proper cameras, some really good lighting. But I don't want to invest in all this stuff if, like, you know, something happens with my YouTube or whatever. I feel like this is more chill though. Chill vibes. This might actually turn out to be a good go into profits because it's edging break even right now, which it does quite a lot of the time when it's a good setup. Usually if it's a losing trade, it will just fly to stops. And it's really annoying because we're literally 1 minute off the entry. Just 1 minute. But we've got to keep that discipline. This fucking dog. Oh my god. Boys, bear with me, please. For fuck's sake. Oh, this looks like a really good trade as well. Oh. There's times like these I just can't force a trade in now. Quite a lot of the time I'd be like, oh, there's a setup here. Oh, you know, oh, it's good enough. Or you get FOMO, which is basically where you've missed the entry or the entry hasn't followed the plan but it's just going without you and you really want to get in on the trade. And the stream's lagging loads, isn't it? Okay, well hopefully the connection comes back. I don't know why it's dropping out loads. It says I have 6,000 dropped frames. Whatever. But yeah, I just don't. I want to avoid getting trade FOMO, where I basically just don't want to miss out on the trade, and I'll just accept it for what it is. And it's like if I enter a trade which isn't in the plan and I get stopped out, then I'm just gonna blame it on it not following the plan. Like say if I'd entered, what I've done before is, well, a long time ago, is I've entered when price was moving into profits, like right there we saw before, and now it's dropped into drawdown slightly. But it's just shit like that that'll play with your head. 1 minute it's going up, you enter when it's going up, and then it's going down, and then if you enter when it's going down, then it'll start going up, and then that's when the market will play tricks on you. So that's why I just need to stick to it, stick to the plan. Why did my CPU just say I've got minus 1,000,000%? Fucking hell. I think it's because Euro USD was getting tagged in as well, so Euro USD is literally just been tagged. I wonder if there's a way I can get 2 trading view screens on one. Combine them, so I have Euro USD on one side, GBP USD on another. I mean, there's a way I could do it with like tabs and stuff, but it looks really messy. You just can't be asked with it. Well, thank you guys for tagging into the stream, I appreciate that. It's just spring half-term holidays, got nothing else to do apart from grind. Now this is very frustrating because we found ourselves in a situation where we've had 2 trades which have been going in our direction, but we've been 1 minute off getting tagged in. So I guess you could sort of feel my frustration, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Well, I guess it does also show that it's a positive outcome, because most of this morning price has been moving bearish, and then we've caught this change of character during our 20-minute zone. Where's the change of character? The change of character would be right here. Especially as the candle is closed above this level. It wouldn't be what I didn't used to get was price would meet this level but wouldn't close above it, and then it would come back down and I'd be like, oh, change of character, when it really just wasn't. Or market structure shift, whatever you want to call it. That would be it right there. I would already be in decent profits right now if we were in this position. Then the problem we now have is that because this is a really nicely moving trade for this macro, is you only trade the next macro if the price action of the first macro is poor. Now, so far it actually hasn't been bad at all, it's actually been really good. And I'm actually quite pissed off that I'm not in this. But if it doesn't meet the confluences, and the confluences are 9:50 to 10 past 10, I cannot be entering this position. But let's just wait and see. But this is good trading though. You can see here we recognize we've got this low. The price has swept out the low. We've come back up. We've displaced, left behind the fair value gap, and we've tagged into that fair value gap, and then also coming out of profits. We've had a market structure shift. And then these highs, if you were to take profits on this move, you'd have, say, this side's a TP1, maybe this, or this is a TP2. Let's just call it this, TP2, and this is a TP3, and then leave the rest as a runner. But personally, I don't like to have partials. I'll just move this is where I'd move my stop to break even, so I'd have it at like, say, this level right here, because for it to come back down to here would be irregular. I wouldn't expect that to happen. I'd expect that like a little pullback, for instance, like this fair value gap here, and then it would continue to move up again, or it just continues to push. But if it was to come all the way down to this level, I'd probably be a little bit worried. So you want to always just protect yourself, keep that extra safety just in case. And then people who trade on the higher time frames, like 15-minute or the 30-minute or even the 5-minute, the ones who slate the people who use lower time frames, you wouldn't be able to catch something like this on the 15-minute or the 5-minute. But I guess they have, bigger positions, but in some cases this would run all the way to TP. and I quite like how fast paced the lower time frames are anyway. Keeps you on your toes. Well, there you go, boys. Prices come down, tagged into this fair value gap where I thought it would tag into. Now let's see if it does continue to go down to where we would initially have our break-even area, or if it decides to tag in for a pullback and then decide to push up. I think it will begin to push up further now, because that's quite a positive reaction. It hasn't disrespected it. God damn, look how bright that is on the camera. Where should I put it? Should I put it where you guys can see it? Can you see it there? This is such like a Christmas mood, do you know what I mean? It's kind of giving me Christmas vibes, this. Trading during Christmas was not a vibe for me. I was losing money every single fucking week. But hopefully this Christmas will be a bit different. I love the smell of that candle, but I always get the flame going into my eye, so not ideal. Oh, fucking hell. We've still got around 18 minutes till the macro. It's actually unreal, we're at 7:23. I actually can't believe it. I need to get a video out ASAP. Now the price just messing around this fair value gap. What's the 5 minutes in? Now if you see here, the daily's now bullish, the hour's bullish, 30's bullish, everything's bullish after we were moving bearish. Look at that rejection, fucking hell. That is a rejection and a half if I've ever seen one. Ow. Do you ever just is it just a guy thing to just do stupid shit? Like, one time I put my hands right over the fire, tried to hold it there as long as I can, and I fucking burnt my hand. Or you know when you've just got fire like cooking you're cooking something on the stove, and you just want to go and touch the blue flame or the cooker. Or a good one is when you're at like a shopping mall or a shopping centre, and when you're on like the third floor and you see the massive drop, and you just think like, what would happen if I just jumped off this level right now? Like what would happen? Would I survive? Obviously you wouldn't survive, you'd be looking like strawberry jam on the floor, but that's not the point. You just get these, what's it, intrusive thoughts? Is that what it is? Like one time my friend asked me, would you rather he was like, what was he saying? He was like, would you rather have super speed or freeze time? And I said, probably super speed, so I'd get around quick. And he was like, I'd rather freeze time. And I was like, oh, you fucking vile man. You vile man, I know what you're up to. Chat's been really quiet today. Usually there's a few comments here and there, but not a problem, boys, if you're just chilling. That is sound as a pound. Chat snap. What I've done now is I only look at my social media on my laptop. So I don't even look at it on my phone anymore. I don't have it on my phone. My bad, fellas, I'm just checking something. Well, we've hit the point where we would have hit break even. So let's see what price decides to do here now. Could be retesting the fair value gap. I mean, we do have another imbalance down here, but usually that wouldn't be a problem. Tully, what's going on, bro? How you doing? I respect it, bro. You said you were gonna come back another time, and here you are. Love for that, man. Are you trading today, Tully, or what's the plan, man? I'm not actually in this trade right now, I'm just waiting. Took a trade earlier, didn't go too good, so I'm gonna leave it for today. Yeah, good stuff, man. Takes a different man to take a trade and not take another one. Revenge trading. So you're doing good. As long as you follow the plan, then you're all good, bro. I wouldn't worry about it. Was that on your funded? Gold fucked me up. Yeah, I don't really trade gold that much because when I first started, it was doing me dirty. So yeah, not great, not great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrap all of this. Let me remove all of these. Let's reevaluate because we're coming up to the next macro. So sell side here. Another level of minor sell side liquidity. So then this would be the displacement. Right. Here. Do it on this. So that's now closed above. So this would now be getting displaced. There's still a chance we can actually get in on this. Yeah, I'm funded. Is that the FTMO? I forgot which prop firm you went with again. No, I did top step. Oh yeah, top step, I remember you saying, yeah. Nice. Oh, this is running so nicely now. Fork. I'm just thinking to myself now, do I really want to try and... I think if I was to enter on a fair value gap, it would have to be this one. And I'd want to get at least 50% equilibrium to get a decent, have to be able to risk a decent amount, because that's a mad stop loss. I don't know how to feel about this one. Devad, what's going on, bro? What are you saying? Welcome to the stream, boss. No, I'm just thinking, what are you trying to go in along here? Yeah, pretty much. I'm just waiting for 10:50. Originally, I would have been in this long right now if it was a one minute before. I'll show you. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Here. So this was my fair value gap. That would have been my entry. Yeah, so this would have been my entry, and what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Am I tripping? Oh no, the original entry was actually on GU. It was on GU. So that's what the trade would be looking like right now. They've had all good, bro. Came from Tully. Oh, Tully, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Sharing the channel about, I appreciate that, man. A lot of love. Yeah, so welcome to Vad, mate. I'm 17, just trying to grind trading right now, and as most other teenagers who are trying to get money right now are. And all my content is, I'm just keeping it real, and I just stream my trades and all sorts. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the content. If you've got any requests or anything you think I can improve on, then drop me a message, bro. In the bio of this live stream is my Instagram, Discord. I think my TikTok's in there as well, although I'm not very active on there. So mainly my Instagram and Discord I'm the most active on. If you want to literally reach out to me ASAP, Discord would be the place. So join up the Discord as well if you fancy it. But anyway, back to the trading. This is what the position would have been looking like right now. But you can see right here, where I got tagged in for the fair value gap was at, you can see on the time at the bottom, 10:12. 10:11, and the macro I trade between is 9:50 to 10:10. So if I want to keep this discipline, I've got to go through shit like this, innit? Sounds good. How long have you been trading for? So I found out about trading. I took interest in about literally a year ago, this time last year, and I'd say I've been taking it properly serious for around 9 months now. This will be my 9-month trading with like real money, and I've been doing ICT concepts for about 4 months or 3 months. So the last few months have definitely been a big turning stone compared to, I don't really know what I was doing, compared to now I've got a structured out plan where I'm going into trading days and I know what I'm doing. I've got, each day I've got a bias, and I'll just go in to execute. No thinking, just execute. So what I'm thinking here is I'm having to think about this trade way too much, to the point where I don't even know if I want to get in on it at this point, because I've missed 50% of this move, more or less. Because let's say if I was risking just below this low, then this is already a 1.2 reward. So let's say my TP was here, we're already 50% of the way to a 1 to 2 risk reward. A 1 to 2 reward. So we're currently now in the 1050 macro, but you only trade the 1050 to 1110 macro if the previous macro's price action is poor. which it hasn't been because it's obviously moving really nicely. So there's probably a high chance I'm gonna have to give this one a miss, which has really pissed me off because this is the second day in a row now that this has happened. Bank holiday Monday, 1 minute off the setup. Jarring. But then it just comes back to that point. If I'd entered this trade and I'd lost it, then next time I'll be like, right, we're only going to trade during the macro. So by only keeping it really disciplined and sharp between the 2 times, then I know that if I lose the position, it's only based on, it just didn't work. Instead of, oh, I traded outside the macro zone hours. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And just because I missed it, doesn't mean I'm in drawdown. No. Doesn't mean I've lost the trade. No. So you don't lose anything apart from a bit of FOMO. 10.50 to 11.10. But yeah, once we do, share the channel with other people you know who are doing trading as well, because once I do hit 1,000 subscribers, when the day hopefully eventually comes, I'm going to be giving away a fund. Can't even fucking speak. Going to be giving away a funded account. Now, depending on my financial situation, will dictate how much it is and what prop firm I go with. But if I can get like a legit prop firm, say like for £50, give away like a 50k account, that would be sound. I'll try to give away like a 20k or a 50k account. Obviously you'll have to pass the challenge. I'm not gonna pass it for you, but it's a free account. You can do what you want on it. It'll be a good opportunity for someone to, try pass the account with no risk on it. And also to show my appreciation. 100%, always new opportunities. You only trade certain pairs, or if you see a clear signal on another, would you go for it? I literally only trade GBP USD and Euro USD precisely because they have a really nice correlation, and I found that they work really well with the strategy I trade. So I feel most comfortable with Euro USD and GBP USD because I've been trading them since last year. So when I'm on pairs like AUD or JPY, I feel a bit like uncomfortable, if you know what I mean. It's like with Euro USD and GBP USD, I look at these charts so much that I sort of know what's gonna happen. Obviously I don't guarantee it, but I feel more comfortable knowing with pairs that I'm more comfortable with than say with JPY, when I feel like I'm walking around outside with any clothes on. It's like you go into a nice fancy restaurant with your suit on, you feel nice and comfortable, compared to walking around like Compton or something with your schlong hanging out. Bit of a weird way to put it, but do you see what I mean? So I'd rather put myself in a more ideal situation. Now, if price does tap into this fair value gap, I could initially actually enter on this. but I've literally missed the majority of this move. So yeah, bruv, I don't really know. Someone's knocking on my door, bruv. Swear down, just do it my head in, just leave me alone. The only way I'd enter on this is if it's to drop down here, and I'd leave my stop down there. Let me move this across. So I wanted to see what this next candle is going to do. If it's going to disrespect the fair value gap, or if it's going to, if it was going to respect it. Let's see what this next one does. You got a funded yet? Not yet, bruv, but I haven't blown any. That's the important thing, I'm just taking my time. I've got very close to blowing it though. And that was because I just started revenge trading like crazy. But I took my time, I managed to make it back. So I'm back to break even on the one that I nearly blew, which was a 20k FTMO. And then right now I'm trading a 50k instant funding account. So this is instant funding right here. And I'm basically just going to review loads of different prop firms. And what I want to do is make a list of prop firms people can trust and prop firms that people need to stay way away from. So it just helps people out that way, you get what I'm saying? Some people are really good at scamming these days, you just don't know what's legit and what's not. Personally, the reason why I went for FTMO is because although they are hella expensive, you're getting what you're paying for, you know, you're guaranteed the services because they're regulated by the FCA in England. People have been, actually I don't know if they are regulated or not by the FCA, but anyway, highly vouched for, one of the oldest props out there right now, if not the oldest, since 2016. And no one's shed a bad word about it. Apart from that, it's expensive, but if you got a problem with paying big prices for something that you want to be your career, then, you know, we can trust Equity Edge, of course. Yeah, bruv, of course, we can trust Equity Edge. Yeah. 100%. By the way, people who think I'm serious, I'm not. Do not take an account with Equity fucking Edge. It's like, there's so much more bad than good with that firm. What is actually good? There's nothing good that's come out of Equity Edge. DXY is actually moving bearish. I think DXY is gonna create another one of these highs. So we've had a high, push down, low, high, push down, swing low, then another high, and hopefully it'll push down. So that will then mean that this will start to push up. But then we've also now struck another buy side level. So this is, we've more or less taken profit. If we have entered on Euro USD, we would have probably taken profits here already. Can you explain to Divad? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Is it Divad? Divad? Looks like David, but obviously not. But yeah, so why XCH is a no-go? Pretty much they've switched brokers 3 times, which is basically, you know, they've gone from one broker to another one which is regulated in the middle of the fucking Caribbean. What good is your fucking money in the Caribbean? And these guys who are promoting these, trying to back up XTH, are basically getting paid by them. They're saying like, oh, they're regulated by basically one of these countries in Africa or in the Caribbean. I don't even know where it is. Bruv, what good? Oh, David, the other way around. Oh, Divad, alright, yeah. So yeah, like, what good is your money out there? So they go with these different brokers. So that was the second one, and now they've changed again to another broker, and their customer service is on Discord. Imagine your customer service of a firm, trading firm, is on Discord. How does that make any sense? It's so, people I know have been in that Discord and they speak so unprofessionally. So I guess a little bit of casual is good, but when you come to business and stuff, you expect it to be formal. You don't expect the people you're trading for to be talking like gang, talking like mandem. No, bruv. And basically XTH are known for not paying out people who have basically signed up for their services, paid for their services. They're not paying out. People are getting bullshit excuses as to why they failed their challenges. And I've made 2 videos on them if you want to have a look. I'll show you right here. Yeah, I could go on quite a while, but the videos will explain it better. So you've got, is XTH a scam or legit prop firm part 2? And then you've got this one down here from a month ago, is XTH a scam or legit prop firm? So this one was back when I didn't really know, I was a bit 50-50. I was a bit 50-50 on, yeah, if I heard about the late payout stuff, yeah, mate, it's happening way too much. So yeah, you know, like prop firms are what are they known for? Paying out. If they can't even pay out on time, what fucking use are they? But yeah, so this was when I was just like investigating it. No, I didn't really know what was happening. And then this one's sort of like, okay, we've had a full month to really review it. A few people I know have gone through XTH and it is just dodgy, bro. Basically, to talk about that video and what happened was, actually, hold on, boys. Just hold it for a sec, just trying to focus. Alright, so we just swept up buy side on here, buy side liquidity. Swept. Yo, Max, what's going on, bro? We've had a bit of a stressful morning. Haven't taken any trades, but it's been a bit on and off. I'll go back to the XTH edge stuff in a sec. I'm just trying to. Okay, so the displacement would be. Right, yeah, so that video literally just talks about how my mate went through XV Edge, and at first he passed it, and he's 25, and he passed the KYC, which is basically to check that you're over the age of 18, and they told him that he failed, he like spam traded or whatever, so he failed the challenge, so he didn't get the account. And then a few days later, they took so long to reply, literally days later, XV Edge then responded to him saying that, oh, they reviewed his case and actually he's passed the account. Like, what the fuck? So random. You also got to think, like, that is so cheap. When they were doing it at the time, it was like £20. £20 to control £10,000. Like, I don't know about you guys, but that, at the time, that just sounded way too good to be true. And they literally target vulnerable teenagers like myself, who are, haven't, like most people, haven't got a lot of money to their name at my age. So they want to look for a reliable, cheap option. So they'll see XE Edge and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll go for this one. And then the two guys on TikTok, I don't know if you guys know, one's called like Zaki FX or Cypher Academy, and one's Daniel FX. They literally just vouch for these fucking Wallads. To be honest, my 50k was £15. That's, what the fuck? £15? God damn. How much is it usually then? That's a class pricing if that's true. Have people been paid out by, I keep forgetting the prop you've got, Top Step, that's the one, Top Step. Have people been paid out by Top Step? If so, then I might have to give it a little look. But yeah, good thing we didn't get in on this trade again, boys, because we would have got fucked in the ass. Apologies for my language, but it shows we are improving. I was thinking to myself, I'm thinking way too much about this trade, where it's got to the point where I'm not certain about what I'm doing right now. Usually, if the winning trades I take, I'm going in with a plan, execute the plan, and I win the trade. Or if I lose it. But I'm thinking way too much about it. And we've got 50 seconds until this macro is done. And that is another trading day over and done with. It sounds so scammy, but it was just a steal. It's usually like 150, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty confident they pay out, but I don't know anyone personally kind of doing this to test it. Yeah, well, I mean, it's £15, isn't it? That's how much you'd spend on like a kebab or something. So if you lose 15 quid, that is what it is. But if it turns out to be legit, then you get 50k, innit? Or if Apex funding's also 15, 20 for a 50k right now, but it's a bit more sketchy. I think Apex is good though. But the only thing about Apex is that they take ages to pay out. Or I heard something about, like, if you're trying to make big figures, yeah, Apex is not the way to go. How's it going on the funded? So at the moment, I'm taking a break on my 20k FTMO, and I'm trading this 50k funded on instant funding. I'm just trying to see if they basically, I'm just going over prop firms and trying to see if they're legit or not. Now, there's a website called Prop Firm Match, which are good for review. It's meant to be better than Trustpilot, and it's better for reviewing prop firms. And the plan is to make a list of firms which are quality firms, which will actually pay out compared to firms which are actually just take your money and cut. Fivers, I know that Fivers is good. That prop firm. A lot of people in the Discord are on the Fivers. But yeah, boys, that is another trading day done, and no cigar. That would have been a banging trade as well if we did take it. On Euro USD, that would have been the entry. Targeting that buy side liquidity. And it just shows like it does work. Look, we've got sell side. It's swept up sell side. We've had the displacement. Retraced into the fair value gap, and it's gone to buy side. Swept buy side, and now it's coming back down again. Do I use daily bias? No, I don't. I don't use daily bias. I simply just base my trades off highs and lows of the session, or of the previous session. So literally all these highs and lows which haven't been taken out are valid key levels. So this low right here, this would not be a key level because obviously it's been taken out, but this level, this buy side, this buy side, this buy side, they're all valid key levels where price can potentially go to. So then what I do is I look for where price is respecting, what the overall market structure is. Is it bearish? Is it bullish? And I'll take it from there. And then also look at the structure of DXY and what it's saying. Literally, if you guys will remember, I said DXY forming a higher high, then a low, swing low, higher high, another swing low, higher high, and now it's coming back down again. But yeah, boys. Hold on. I can hear my mum. I hope she didn't get burst into my room. Just give me a second, fellas. Just give me a second.